You are live. Yeah. Right, we are live. So once again, this is Music in My Ears, the Nigerian Music History Stories channel on YouTube, Facebook, and every other place that you might see us. This is another live stream coming to you from these channels. My name is Joseph Asipo, and today I have a very special guest in the person of Aladdin Ayabe. For those that don't know, Aladdin is one of the finest voices in Nigerian music. So today we're going to talk to him about his music journey, where he's been, how he started, and all that in like 1 hour. So he has 1 hour to spill everything out on what he knows about himself. Aladdin, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure, Mr.
Yeah.
Sipo. I really, really appreciate that you have me here. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Before we go, I want to dance. Before we start, I want to dance more.
As you.
Let me stop there. Let me stop before the copyright is Oh boy, this is nice, beautiful. So
Thank you so
let
much.
me start from this point. How does it feel to make this big comeback to the music scene?
So basically, it feels really awesome. It feels really awesome. And when you say come back, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because like where's Aladdin been? Where's Aladdin been? Where's Aladdin been? Actually, I have been around the whole time. Okay, maybe not in Nigeria as in the front line and in the mainstream, but within my struggles in Europe, from Austria to the UK, I have been writing songs, I have been recording, I have been trying. So, but it feels good. It's music. I love it. So it feels great.
Yeah. But it's still on that song. Just tell me about that song. What does it
So
mean to you?
the
Why did you write
song,
that?
the love anthem.
Yeah.
I wrote the love anthem because I felt like I needed something in the Afrobeat sphere that would be like an anthem. There are so many songs of love, from the Whiskey to the Bonner Boys to techno and everything. So many love songs, but wanted something that would like bring everything together. So that's why I wrote the love anthem. And the love anthem is not like a personal message to anybody in my life, no, but it's a message and an anthem for everybody who knows what
What?
love is all about. Yeah,
All right.
because despite the ups and downs, despite breaks up and everything like that, love is the common denominator because it's that love that
Yeah.
brings us together. So the love anthem is for all couples, for everyone out there who understands and who appreciates what love is.
Okay, we'll go back to later. We'll talk about the EP. Is it EP or album or single? What is it?
The EP, an EP.
Okay,
So it's an EP that's
we'll
coming
get
out.
back to
Yeah.
the EP, the details about the EP. But for now, we
Awesome.
have to go back to where Aladdin started. By the
Hmm.
way, why did you pick the name Aladdin?
So basically, Aladdin, since I was in primary school, and primary school was in Army Children's School, Subi Barracks, Illinois. From the first time I came across Lamb Tales from Arabian Nights. That's when I first got Aladdin. You
Yeah.
know, I saw it in the library. I started to read it, and that's when I knew about Aladdin and the lamp and everything. This was like 1984. Don't they?
You don't
You
tell,
know,
man.
I started reading. Yeah, so I was like really, really escapulated by the stories and everything, and that's how Aladdin, rode with me all the way to Lagos when I was looking for an artist name. And one day I was like in a video club when I was a sales boy in a video club, and the children were coming. Uncle, I want Aladdin. I want Aladdin. I want Aladdin. I said, you want Aladdin? I said, okay, that's the name I'm looking for, and that was it. That's how the name
Yeah.
Aladdin came about.
Okay, you talk about Sobi Barracks. I think I have idea of Sobi Barracks because I did my
Okay.
youth service in Kwara State, Ilorin. So tell us about that period,
Wow.
your early days.
That wow, that period. Sobi Barracks alone. My father was a soldier, so he was in the army. So we moved in a couple of places across Nigeria. The most memorable parts of that journey was in Sobi and in Jos. Well, let's come back to
Okay.
Sobi. Sobi, I did my primary school there, and it was around that time that, you know, um, they had new edition come out with
Yep.
Candy Girls, oh my world, and that was when I started discovering myself in the music because I learned that song and I started singing it. And each time I had to pass by secondary school, Subi Government Secondary School to go to my primary school. So we're singing. They said, that boy can sing. So all the senior boys in the secondary school, they will call me. I will sing. This one will give me 15 naira. I'll sing another one, 20 naira, like that. So,
20 naira, that was big
so
money then.
that was big money then, exactly.
So
It was big
you
money.
started chopping
You
this
know,
music since when?
you know, but yeah, those were apart from that, those were my stubborn days. Those were the days that I was like, you know, it was interesting. It was really interesting, but I wouldn't forget that part of my life.
And then you moved to Jaws or something.
Yes, from Sobi, um, from Ilorin, my father was transferred then to. My father was first transferred to. uh, can you imagine? You're taking me back. I'm trying to remember everything now. Yes, from Sobi, from Ilorin to Jos. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, from Ilorin to Jos.
Jaws has there's a lot about Jaws when it comes to the environment, the music. How did you how did the town influence your going to music? Because there are a lot of names that we can pick from Jaws
Yes,
that have
yes,
done good in terms of music.
yes. And actually, it was in Jos that I blossomed. You know, if Subi Barracks was the starting point where I started discovering that I could sing, and I started getting people appreciating me, then Jos was where I blossomed. We were in Rukuba Barracks. My father was in Rukuba Barracks, and I was schooling in St. Murumba College, which is on Zaria Road in Jos. So
Mhm.
every day I had to leave the barracks, take a bus, come out to town, and go to school. That school was where a Reverend Father Fergus Toy, yeah, an Irish Reverend Father, started a musical group, the St. Murumba Band, and I became a part of that band. And that really helped me to blossom because it was a real band. He had his console where he was like playing with
Mm.
us. It was like a one-man band. Father Figusto was very good on the piano and all the programming. He programmed all the drums all the way from Majek Fashek's "Send Down the Rain" to Michael Jackson's Thriller. All the
True.
songs we were performing them, and I was the one of the lead singers. My best song that was performing there was "Send Down the Rain," and
Oh.
it was there that we will go for to perform at other secondary schools. We will go to perform at government functions as a school band, and that really helped me
Mhm.
to also blossom. And yeah, so just I would say just was where I really blossomed. And just like you said, you know, I was like P Square. They were my junior in
Mhm.
St. Murumba. They were part
Yeah.
of the band. I didn't even know them that time. They were part of the
Wow.
St. Murumba band, and I know
Mhm.
we came across each other a lot of times, but I never had anything personally to do with them until I left. When I left secondary school, and years later, and I had P Square, boom. I was like, these are the guys from my secondary school and everything. And then Shego Debami also went to St. Murumba College.
Mhm.
So many people. Benedict Akukwegu, who was
Akwegu,
playing
yeah.
for the
Mhm.
national team, yeah, was also St. Murumba, and so many other great names that I can't remember right now. But that place and Jaws is there's a spiritual blessing in Jaws, you know, and especially with the creative arts, when you are there, you just blossom.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. So, what performance did you have that you came out and said, "This is it. I'm ready for this"? I'm going to make this my profession. Music is the thing. What events or performance put you in that state of mind?
It was one performance we had for the inauguration party of the National Youth Service Corps. I can't remember exactly what year it was, but the Saint Murumba band that was in Jos, you know, the Saint Murumba band was contracted to come and perform for the um, for the youth cause. Yeah,
Okay.
and while we were performing, I remember that when I started to sing "Send Down the Rain," everywhere erupted. Like the whole place just went. It was crazy. I wish I had the recording of that, but everywhere just erupted. And after the performance, I was getting people just coming to me, hugs and everything like that. And Father Fegus called me to one side. That was the first time he ever said it. And now said to me, he said, listen, if you go on like this, you're going to become an international star. You might not understand what I'm saying now, but you should go on like this. And then it was then that it dawned on me that this was the path created for me, you know, and the rest is history. And I'm still on that path because I could rest and say, okay, yeah, done, been there, done that. But I know that where I started from and where I wanted to get to, I'm not there yet. So, I love it. So I keep doing it.
This is Johnny.
So
You're talking about
that's
Majek Fashek. I hope we don't share the
yeah,
same favorite artist, favorite Nigerian
Majek,
artist.
Majek was amazing. Majek was amazing. I mean, he was something out of like your dreams, you know. So if we share him as a favorite artist, we are on the same page.
Yeah,
We are
Majek
on the same
is
page.
my all
Wow.
time. I don't know how to change my all time. In fact, if I have to count three internationally, you still be inside the three.
Yes. Yes.
You know
It's
what?
unfortunate.
I had a
Yeah.
personal. I saw him perform at Ife with the band, the whole Justice. Then before I
Hmm.
graduated, because I was at Ife, it was people still refer to that as one of the best shows that has ever taken place at that school. Then I had a
Wow.
personal encounter with him years later, I think 2013. During the crisis period when he was having all those period, I
Hmm.
saw him
Hmm.
somewhere close to my area in Lagos. So I actually drove him to where he was going to.
Wow.
So
Wow. What an experience.
it's something that I cherish so much, so much. Over people don't understand, but he was just a great guy. Let's put it that way.
He was
So
an amazing guy.
he was. So your influences, which artists, Nigeria, apart from Majek, I know it's surely an influence, apart from Majek,
Yeah.
in terms of
Yes.
Nigeria and internationally, who were your influences?
So basically, it's hard for me to zero down, but if I would look back, Fela has really influenced me. Fela, not from his message. I mean, actually, I write a couple of songs that's more like towards being an activist, but it's just his style, his innovation. Fela inspired me when it comes to that innovation. And like I said, that was the same thing that Magic did.
Yeah,
Innovation, something new, something fresh, So those two artists, Michael Jackson, you can never take that away. Michael
yeah.
Jackson has always inspired me. Lauren Hill, Lauren
Oh,
Hill,
yeah.
inspires me a lot. Then Bob Marley, and then the new crop of um, of the the new Nigerian artists who are in the scene right now. And out of all of them, I wouldn't just pick one, but in different ways, they inspire me. I like techno a
Okay.
lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Another one that we are sharing that one again.
Yeah, techno is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
techno too because I took time some about 2 weeks ago to listen to his songs all over. what I could pick out
Yeah.
is this guy is playing, can I call it modern high life?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I really
You can see
appreciate.
it's in there. Yeah. Exactly. You know, it's
I,
amazing. I
I
mean, I'm up to
appreciate Dennis.
Davido, the
Mm,
Burna Boys, Wizkid, and all of them, Tiwa, and everything. But techno is in a class of its own,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
think that
yeah.
he's not, despite all the setbacks and what he's gone through,
Hmm.
he's working hard, and I think he's not done yet.
Yeah, yeah. So let's talk about your music in Nigeria. You had like
Yes,
2 albums in Nigeria, I think.
actually, I had one album.
1 album, okay. I thought you
Yeah,
had
the whole group.
two deals or so. Mm.
Yes, you are right about that. I had two different deals, but it was one album actually.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
Hmm.
Okay,
You
so
can look into the both of that.
how did that go as at that time? How did the music go? The whole business, the whole
Okay.
label thing and everything, and the reception from
Yes.
the people.
Yes. So generally, let me take it back to when we used to come to P Man, hang around, look for things to do. It was me, it was Two Face, it was Blackface, it was Father Uton,
Mm.
all those that set. When we used to come to meet at P Man and everything like that. That was where I met Willie Walkman. Willie Walkman
Okay,
Okori was my first manager, and he was
okay,
managing me. We didn't have any contract signed or so because somehow from the mother side we are related. But him, he took on me, Two Face, Blackface. We used to come there. He would give us shows and everything. It was through Willie Walkman that the first doors opened, and I remain so grateful to him. I remain great. I wish I had made it to the point whereby I can just go and buy a Cartier leather, just give him. But I believe one day I will still do it by God's grace. But the whole thing, when I was struggling in Lagos, I did all kind of menial jobs and everything like that. But the moment I got to talk with Willie Walkman, he started giving me kobo shows here and there. And then he did something. Fame Music Awards. I can't remember exactly what year it was. He pushed, when they heard Aladdin Legemo. I had recorded Aladdin Legemo, the demo, with Bless His Soul, OJB Babatunde, you know.
oh,
I recorded it with him. I played it for Willie and Eddie Lawani,
yeah,
you know. And Willie was like, I'm going to push so that you perform at Fame Music Awards. It's never happened before, but an unreleased artist is going to perform this song. And truly, it happened. And the way they did it, it was unannounced. I just came in at the beginning of the show and I opened the show and I performed Aladdin Game. That song
hmm.
opened the door because right there in the audience was Alhaji Teju Karim, the owner
Yeah,
of Zed Mirage.
Zed Mirage, yeah.
Zed Mirage, yeah, the owner of Zed Mirage. He saw me and he called me later. She called me and they brought me to him and he was like, I'm going to sign you onto the Mirage Music Label Records, along with Tunde and Wumi Obey.
Mm.
We're just starting out and everything. And that's how I got that record deal. Now, things didn't go the way I wanted because months into the release um, of the album, nothing was really happening. It wasn't really the way I wanted, you know. In hindsight, if I knew, I would have been more patient. But
Okay.
what happened was, like I told my lawyer, he was a friend. He helped me a lot too, Mr. Francis Obi. And we wrote to Zedmiraj. Zedmiraj was like, "Hey, you're not doing what you said you would do. I'm out of this contract." And but then the fire that was Aladdin Negemo was already everywhere, all
Spreading,
over the
yeah.
north,
Mm.
everywhere. It spread like wildfire. Boom! I was everywhere, and um, yeah, that was it. So the second record deal that spun off from that was after I finished with the Mirage. Pretty Wise Okowa, you
Oh.
know, his brother was the vice presidential candidate to Atiku.
He was governor at the
So
point, I think.
was Governor, yeah, Governor Okowa, yeah. So
Okoye,
his junior brother, yeah, Freddie Okowa. So Freddie Okowa came to Nigeria that time. He saw me performing somewhere. It was like, wow, this is awesome. And it was Freddie with Freddie Okowa. We went to Hungary in Europe to do a remix of Aladdin Megemu. Came back with it. Um, and that also, yeah, along the line, things didn't really work out because it was still the same thing. Record labels will promise this is what we're going to do, and when it comes to doing it, they were not
it
doing it.
was an issue.
Understand? Which was an issue. And I was just getting frustrated because um, I I wasn't seeing the results or of what I was working for. You said, we'll go to Europe, we'll do this, we'll do this. This is the contract and everything. When you come back, this is what upfront royalties. This is what I'll pay you. You will get a house, you'll get a car and everything. And we are back and nothing is happening. And months are going, and nothing is happening. So to cut a long story short, I was just frustrated, you know, and that was when I left for Europe. That was around
Okay,
2000, around 2002.
2002. But the Arewa sound, how did you pick it? Because you are not, are
I
you Arewa as in Arewa?
It was just in my spirit because of we're also in Kaduna.
Yeah.
My dad we were in Shendit Barracks, Kaduna for a long time. So I used to go out, hang out with the Malams and Suya. I like Suya a lot. Hang out with them and just hear this music back to back.
Yeah.
Every time, so it's in my spirit. It's in my spirit till now. The reason why I'm not writing Arewa's stuff is because um to get for one, my Hausa is very rusty. It's not like I know how to speak Hausa very well in the first place, but now it's really rusty. So to do that, I want to do it this time around very well. So regardless of the Afrobeats I'm getting into, I'm going to Arewanize it as time goes on.
Okay. Okay.
But how I got it was just I was part of my growing up, before we went to Ilorin, those early years where you hear things that remain with you were in Kaduna.
Okay, but where are you from, really?
I'm from Kogi State.
Kogi, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Akpai, Alladin is an Igala man.
Okay. Thank you for that. So now, your move to
Yeah.
Europe, what is it music that took you out to Europe or for some other purposes?
It was music that took me out to Europe. No, it was music. It was music. It was another awesome person um, that really affected my life. Mr. Lexe Mojo Eyes. If you remember Mr. Lexe, I don't know if
Yeah,
you
I do.
know about him.
I
He had
do.
a Nigerian
I do,
fashion
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Fashion show, yeah.
So Lexe Mojo Eyes had a Nigerian fashion show. So right from the beginning, we were in the same church in Lagos, and he would ask me to come and perform, and I would go performing and performing and performing. And it came to the point whereby he had to take his shows abroad and everything. And I was one of the artists that went with him. We did um, France and Milan. We did Paris and Milan. Nigerian fashion show in Paris and Milan. And it was after the
Okay.
Milan show, it was after the Milan show. I met a couple of people and they were like, it was close to December. I think it was in November we had the show. It was close to December. They're like, no, we want you for our Christmas party and everything. And my visa was still running to March the next year.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we want you for our Christmas party. I was getting bookings, you know. So and somebody who was in the audience now said, I have an extra room. Come and stay with me while you're doing this show. I will help you to coordinate and everything. I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
So I now told Lexi, I was like, Lexi, I'm going to stay a bit. Oh. He said, okay, don't worry, stay. But don't overstay your visa.
Visa, yeah.
So, yeah. So that was it. And it was awesome because I come be under one local star from Milan, perform for here, perform for there, perform for there. And then they now took me to meet Taribo West. Taribo West actually had a church
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Milan.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they took me I met Taribo West. He was excited, and it was like, so I was, I'll come and give special numbers in church and everything. He really helped and everything, and he was trying his best to extend my visa, you
Mm.
know. And yeah, but cut a long story short, that's how I actually remained in Europe. Then went to Hungary, and then from Hungary to Austria, and the rest they say is history.
This history. Okay. So
Yes.
being in Europe, did it change, like maybe now getting some new sound, did it change your perspective about music?
It, it did change my perspective because when I remember, apart from just within the Nigerians, when I was performing Aladdin Megimo to other audiences, they didn't get it, you know, they weren't really getting it. So that was, in Milan, I did some clubs which were not Nigerian clubs. Who were like, you have Italian people and Europeans there and everything. And and I was like, okay, because I'm very versatile, you know. And there was one thing OJB Babatunde always used to tell me, say, Aladdin, even though you're doing this style, I don't forget that you are a singer, first and foremost. I will never forget that he told me that. Don't forget that you're a singer and you're a super good singer. So I started to feature on techno tracks, techno music, you know.
Yeah.
And when I went to Hungary, I met with a producer who I had met earlier when Preddy took me there to record the remix of Aladdin Medino. And we did some tracks together. Some of those tracks are still not released, and one or two on their
Mm.
own album were released, you know. But yeah, I got influenced with other sounds, and I came to know what they call drum and bass. I was a drum and bass
Mhm.
MC in Vienna in the clubs for a while, and then went into dancehall. So I was just experimenting with different kind of sound.
Those sounds. Okay.
Yeah.
After that period, I personally, how I discovered you again was online. Aladdin
Okay.
busking on the streets. I said,
Yeah.
how did you get it? Weren't you like, I hope people at
Ye-
home will not feel I'm begging for money, or because
Yes, I
Europe
know.
busking is a not it's normalized, it's a thing. But back home,
Oh,
maybe
Mr.
not really,
Pico,
no.
I'm very happy that you asked this question. Eh, of course, now, I remember the first time that I actually buzzed in Austria, that I sang in the city center. It wasn't easy, just exactly what you were saying. So,
Mhm.
the transition from coming out of Nigeria with all that kind of mentality that we had, or we have, we still have it, you know, and becoming more like Europeanized in my thinking and everything is quite an awesome transition because there was a time I would look at that street singing as begging based on our mentality, or see you Aladdin, we the big star for Nigeria. We don't make a big baba. I can't come now, come they sing for street. What if they can't see you for home? Say they see they sing for street.
Well,
Of
I did a
course.
silver street.
We never hear them before. Maybe student talk say um my Kokri, the taxi man for US.
Yeah, yeah.
What's wrong with being a taxi man? It's
Many,
because of
very
our
many.
thinking. You understand?
Victor
Victor
Shed,
Shea and everything.
Felix
You know,
Liberty, so many stories that they are
exactly.
doing out there.
So we have to change that kind of thinking, and that's when, with the street singing, the busking, and everything, it changed me a lot because I never had this opportunity to come out onto the street, come out into the city center, and just sing and just get, this kind of reaction from people. If you see some of them, like I have like 70 people like crowd me out on the street, and I'm like, wow, you know. So
Hmm.
that thing, the first time I started, I was nervous and everything, but the thing is that that has helped my performance, the way I perform, the way I regulate my voice, because in Vienna we were not allowed to use microphones.
Oh, wow.
So
Hmm.
I had to sing on the street, with my natural voice. It has changed my voice and everything. So generally, I am thankful to God for that. But you were right. Yes, I did have all that kind of thinking before. Um,
Okay. So let's talk about the EP now. What is it all about?
the EP is titled Love and Plantains.
Love
Yeah,
and
and
Plantain.
love because yeah, love and plantains. Because most of the songs, the central theme of the whole EP dwells on love. Yeah, and
Okay.
for me, love is so very important. Just like I believe it's important to everybody else. Plantains is just simple, nothing too philosophical behind them. I love plantains. I love plantains. And the thing is that when you think of plantains and you think of something you love and everything, or like some other people will love moi moi, some other people, but
Mhm.
we and food, Nigerians and food and everything, this is something that I love. And yeah, I just woke up one day and I was looking for the title of I had different titles pop up, but this one struck me, Love and Plantains.
Mhm.
Expect 7 songs. It's 7 songs in the EP. It's basically narrowed down to Afrobeats. Um, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. It's
Yeah.
um, it's packed full, back to back. It's packed full.
Is it out already or when is it coming out?
Dropping on the 29th of August, just in a
29th
couple
of
of days.
August. Yeah. Just
That's
few
right.
days time. So how would people
Yes.
get to see it or
So
stream it?
yes. So basically, the first point where you can get to have the contact to follow links and everything is my website. I have a website. It's www.aladdinmusic.com.
Okay.
If you want to follow up to get to my Facebook, Instagram, and then Spotify and all these things, so where you can stream the music, the easiest way is go on my website, www.aladdinmusic.com. Before 29th and after that, everything there plus 2 new videos. There are 2 music videos coming on this EP, and one of the other tracks that you have not heard yet has the second music video. The first one is the love anthem, and the second one is All I Need is the title. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with everyone. And thank you for helping me to let the
Yeah,
people
yeah,
know.
yeah. Mm. So that means, but even though you are stepping into a new format, so to speak, but I think there's still something for your old fans in there.
Mm, okay. Now, that's a good one, sir. The thing is, not really, but I have plans to make sure that all the songs that I had from my album, the Aladdin Megemo, the Inageshe Kuduka, Halima, all the songs, I'm going to like rehash them and I plan to do
Mhm.
something with them to come out very soon. But
Yeah.
because I'm versatile and everything, and I love Afrobeats and I love African music, I wanted to delve into something new because um some people will say, why you not stick to what you sabi, what we know you for and everything like that. You know, why should I stick to that? When I can actually go across new frontiers and everything, when I can be flexible and everything, you know.
Mhm.
So for my original fans, make no vex, so now go enjoy this one, oh. But the thing they say, I promise you now, I go make sure say by the time I rehash all this my old songs and bring out some new songs, in that style, and I go really love and well.
Okay. Let me look at some comments that I've seen. I've seen Freddie Green, love is the ultimate. Then
Wow,
someone
that's
said
right.
Freddie Green said, lovely name, Aladdin. Paparazzi said,
Thank
great
you.
artist that year. Nice to hear from you, Aladdin.
Thank you.
Paparazzi
Thank you,
is an artist.
Paparazzi.
I know him personally.
Oh,
He's
really?
an
Thank you
artist.
so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
And thanks for the
Yeah.
dream.
I know him personally.
Wow.
Then Freddie Gregg said he was also one of the lead singers of a band called Panic Roots Reggae Band. I think it
That's
skips his
right.
number.
Yes, so Panic Roots in Jaws. Yes, of course. How can I forget that, so quickly? Yeah, Panic Roots.
You don't run
Because
away
after
since
St.
now.
Murumba, after St. Murumba, after we graduated from St. Murumba, I was in the same band with Freddie Green. Freddie Green.
Oh,
I was in the same band with him. Yes, Panic Roots band.
wow. Mhm.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes,
a
yes.
good
Thanks for
one. That's a
reminding
good
me,
one.
Freddie.
Mhm.
Yes,
Stuck in
yes.
the 90s. Stuck in the 90s said Aladdin Megemu.
Aladdin migemu ko bagirin Kano. Aladdin migemu carry the topram. Play am again.
Okay.
Aladdin migemu ko bagirin Kano. This song, kai na God, na God. I suffer. Oga Asipo, I suffer for Lagos. Kai. Now this song, how would they? I'll be thinking. Who was reminding us again? Who's there from the comments?
Stuck in the 90s.
Stuck in
That's
the
the name.
90s. Please come.
That's the
Okay,
name.
stuck in, don't be stuck in the 90s. Come to the 2000s. But thank you for taking us back to the 90s. Anyway, so that
He
song.
made another
Um,
comment that he said, I remember meeting him at a British Council event. He performed at sometime around
oh,
98, 99.
wow, wow. Yeah, I did some shows for the British Council in Lagos. I think about two or three shows, and then in Kano also, and then for the Alliance Française. And
Yeah.
yeah, I can remember. But
Okay.
Aladdin
Freddie.
Megemu, yeah, it opened the doors
That's
for
the
me.
blessing song.
That's the blessing
Yeah.
song. Because
Yeah.
it came at the right time. Came at the right
Yeah.
time. It was just about when, I was saying this sometimes when somebody was asking, because when I say ask me anything, somebody talked about it.
Mhm.
You know, night shift. You know the
Yeah.
club night shift.
Yes, I do.
Can call it, say
Ken
that means
Khalid,
one
yeah.
of the laborers who we build that place.
Laborers that build night
Yes,
shifts.
that build night shift. From the
Did you end up
foundation, we laid the
singing there?
foundation. Hmm?
Did you perform in that place?
Yes, now we're doing the work for all, me and one other of my
Two.
guy will be.
Tunde Awumi.
Mm,
We're always there.
I I ended up performing once in night shift before I left Nigeria, and I remember that I know that the governor was there and he
Mhm.
remembered me and he came and he
Hmm.
helped me. He said, "You guys know this guy, you know,
One
he
of the
was one
people
of the
that
people that
builds
built this place."
as a laborer.
Yes, as a laborer, and everybody
Wow,
erupted. I remember.
that's some piece of
Yes.
story.
So it was
Black
after
Gold.
that, yeah, that Aladdin
Hmm.
Megimo came out.
Oh, Blackish Gold Studio said, "Where have you been, Aladdin, bro?"
I have been around, I've been around, but the thing is, when the spotlight is not really on you anymore, right? It's
Mhm.
hard to see you. But
Yeah.
I'm around, we are around. Generally, it's just the same thing. Like I would mention some other people, like somebody who also mentored me at a particular time, like Where Them See. Like right now, you ask, where is Where Them See?
Yeah.
She's around. She's doing stuff. She's around. She's shuttling between the UK and Nigeria. But
Nigeria.
it's about that's how music is. When the spotlight is not really on you at a particular point, then your fans, that they'll reminisce and they'll be looking for you. So I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I am around. I am doing stuff, and I hope that you would um, love the new things I'm doing
Yeah.
as much as I am preparing and working on bringing back some of the old stuff I did.
Yeah.
And when I talk
He
about
had
the old
also
stuff and
said,
new things, yeah.
okay, let me just add his comment. He said Aladdin was well ahead of his time. Brother was
Hmm.
ahead, giving us Indian vibes then.
Indian vibes, Arewa vibes, those kind of songs, those kind of music, they are kind of related. You're right. You can say Indian, Arewa,
Very well.
Arabian. Yeah, they're all kind of interrelated
Yeah, they
in a
sound
way.
alike. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, any plans to tour, perform, maybe visit Nigeria to promote the
Yes,
EP? Mm.
the EP, I intend to, by God's grace, be in Nigeria soon. Um, how soon I can't tell here, but when I'm there, I will let you know. And
Mhm.
immediately I just touch down for Nigeria like this, I will call you. Yeah, so bro, I just said I don't land for Nigeria. Oh. Then I go talk am for Facebook. Then all my fans
Yeah,
will
we
know
will push
because guess
them.
what? Yes, thank you. Because guess what?
Mhm.
I I am so full of energy right now because I'm pushing, you know, and I am going to busk in Nigeria.
Hmm.
I will busk
Hmm.
in Nigeria.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I
Mhm.
will busk. I will enter the street. I'm going to promote this EP in such a way that it will be like as if now the new energy of a new artist. You're not
Mhm.
going to know say, you know. So because I love doing this and everything, and we are here in the UK. I left everything back home. I'm here. I'm working 9 to 5 and everything like that. I love it.
Mhm.
Thank God. I thank God for the Western government, for Austria that took me in, gave me a citizenship, welcomed me despite everything. The UK, what they're doing for me and everything. I'm working, I'm paying taxes and everything. But the
Mhm.
one thing I love doing is music, and I wish and I hope that I can get back to earning money from music full time and doing this and giving back to the society. So yes,
Okay,
I go reach
okay,
Nigeria.
okay, okay.
And when I go boss, I go let people know, make them come out, come support me.
You need to boss, let them so that it will change mentality. Like when you see people
Yes,
busking.
yes,
Yeah, I've seen
yes,
great artists. I've seen Seal, a video of Seal
yes,
busking on the
yes,
street of Manchester. So,
yes, exactly. Yes,
mm.
yes,
So
yes.
we spent like 40 minutes, but I still have some few
Yeah,
questions like that
it
to
was
ask.
awesome. The time goes so fast, actually.
Yeah. So I know you've mentioned it in the past, but let me just say these ones are like fun questions in any way. So like your favorite Nigerian food,
Hmm. Okay.
the one that if there's no other
If you
food,
had
you can have a choice. If you have just
if I,
one, like okay, carry
hmm.
this one.
if I
Mhm.
had if I have one choice, even though I like plantains a lot, I would say is okra and ogbono soup.
Okra
Like there's a
borozu, same
mixture of
thing.
okra and ogbono soup. Yeah.
Oh, mixed together. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a way they mix them
Mhm.
together. I know it
I know, I know.
works perfectly. Yeah. It works
With what?
perfectly. Yeah.
To go with what? Is it
With
semo or
with
pounded?
semo.
Yeah.
With semo.
Oh
With
yeah, that's
semo.
beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, now I know you sing a lot, different kind of song, busking and rare. You've got a good voice, but which song would you say that when you perform, that's not your song this time around, every other
Yes.
person's song that you feel I should have written this song, the song
Hmm.
that you perform that you feel like this ought to have been my own song.
Hmm. That's I never thought about that before. But
But you
to
perform
think about
several
it,
songs now.
I perform several songs. I do perform several songs. Um, I would say, and you want me to just mention just one?
Maybe one or two if it's tight.
Okay. If it's one or two, then Stand By Me. Stand By Me.
Okay. Stand
Okay.
by me. Yeah. Mm.
Stand By Me, especially the seal version. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the seal version and We Are the World.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's too
Yeah.
lovely one.
Yes.
Another fun question. Dream stage that you love to perform on. Coachella,
Oh,
Madison Square Garden, or Glastonbury, or anyone in
mm,
particular. Anyone you know.
the Grammys. The Grammys.
Oh, you would love to perform at the Grammys.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Yes.
a good one.
It's the
Okay.
Grammys.
So
Yes.
another one, I have several questions. If you're not a musician, what else would you like to be? What would
If I was not a musician, hmm,
I know you're working 9 to 5, but just like
hmm,
instead of music, I would have something else that you love passionately.
Apart from music, something else I love passionately was actually piloting, you know.
Oh,
But the
mm,
thing is that um, I never had the opportunity to get into that. Even though I studied aviation, when I studied
okay.
aviation, it's not piloting now, easy. It's very
Mhm.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went to University of West London to study aviation management, basically to get into the piloting program was £100,000.
Hmm. Hmm.
A hundred
Mhm.
thousand pounds. So you can imagine. So that's
Hmm.
something else I love actually. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So one other question is between vinyl, listening to a vinyl record, CD, or streaming, which one do you enjoy most?
think about it. Hmm. I miss the days of we popping our CDs into our players, analog.
Mhm. Yeah.
I miss those days. So if you will tell me to choose between the three of them, I will still going back. I will still go back to making my CDs and playing my CDs.
CDs.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
I
Especially
will
maybe
still
you're
do.
driving, you put your CD in the car and all that.
Exactly,
That's my favorite way
exactly.
of enjoying music.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, and there is a sound. I mean, vinyl. I love vinyl also, but the bridge between CDs and vinyl and streaming is the CDs. And I remember, man, we used to know our CDs and our collections.
Yeah. Mhm.
I love that a
The
lot.
last fun question I have is if you were to form a super group, you know what I mean by super group of big
Yes,
artists that
yes,
includes you, which
yes.
artist would you love to be there in that group? Maybe like three or four.
Whoa!
Mhm.
Wow!
I told you.
Wow! You try. This one you carry come so. Okay, so I would hmm, if I can have a super group right now where I am one of them,
Mhm.
then I would like to have Tiwa Savage,
Oh.
okay, and then
They're not don't
um
restrict to Nigeria. Anyway, any artist from anywhere.
oh, anywhere. Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay, I
any,
thought maybe
it could
just
be Nigeria,
Nigeria.
it could be outside. Mm.
Okay. So it will be me, Tiwa Savage. It will be um hmm, don't think too much. Don't think too much, Aladdin. Me, Tiwa Savage, Chris Brown,
Mhm.
okay, Whiskey, and give
That's like
me
four.
a chance.
Maybe one more. One
Yeah,
more, yeah. Mhm.
give me a chance. Give me a chance for one more. And the one more will be Lauren Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Wow, wow.
Yes.
That's it.
What an amazing group that would be.
Yeah, that would be. Do you know YG Mali?
YG Mali, yes, of course, definitely, yes.
That
The
that's
son
Lauryn
of
Hill's
Lauren.
son. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's a good one. That's a
Yes,
good one.
yeah.
So we have done almost 1 hour. So thank you, Aladdin, for
You're
sharing
welcome. The
your
pleasure is
journey with
mine.
us, man. Thank you so much. Nigerians,
The pleasure
please
is
remind
mine.
them of the date your EP is coming out.
So my EP, Love and Plantains, is slated for release on the 29th of August, 2025. That's just in a couple of days' time. So please show some love, stream, share, and God bless.
Thank you, Aladdin. Thank you for sharing this moment with us. And for
Mm.
the viewers, this is Music in My Ears. We tell Nigerian music history stories. Now we are connecting music cultures globally. So the best thing you can do for us is just to keep on watching, keep on sharing, keep on liking, and telling others about us. Thank you for staying with us until tomorrow. By the grace of God, I'll be having one rev of the moment called Ipaudo on the live stream by 4 p.m. Watch out. Thanks.
Awesome.
Peace as I sign out.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice day.
All right. Thank you.